You're watching SKST Radio.
Okay. Well. Welcome to SKST Radio, and you're tuned into One-on-One with Cammie, Grayson, and friends. And I have a new friend. Well. Welcome to SKST Radio, and you're tuned into One-on-One with Cammie, Grayson, and friends. And I have a new friend. Well. Welcome to SKST Radio, and you. I know what I did wrong. Sorry about that. Okay, we had our live going. You asked me was we live, and we were live on YouTube, so had the YouTube live going at the same time. So it's one of those days.
Yeah, it's all right.
Okay, so well. Welcome to SKST Radio. We have a brand new friend, this juicy director, new horror buff, Mr. Jones. Tell everybody who you are and what you got going on.
I am Tory Jones. I'm the director of such films like The Wicked One, Angel, Phantom Fun World, They See You, and of course Wicked Ones, which we're going to talk about today.
Yay. So you got a lot of scary movies going on. So how did you get started doing movies?
Well, when I was a child, I probably fell into it by accident. My dad, anytime I was with him, we were watching scary movies. I used to love to go to the old VHS stores, and I'd just see the artwork, the posters on the wall, and I was just enamored with the genre. And then we would rent scary movies, and we would watch them together. And I guess that kind of led me on this path that I got started with officially when I was 19 years old.
Wow. So, you know what, and that's kind of the way it is, right? Because I remember growing up, and my mom would always, Alfred Hitchcock, Twilight Zone, the Outer Limits, all those things, and I love them now. I love them as an adult. So I can see how that kind of helped you pay the way to this. So, but it's so cool. So what type of support system do you have? I mean, how did do you scare people, or, how does that work with the family and friends when you do horror movies?
I have a pretty close-knit group of family and friends. They all are there usually to help. They're usually there at my premieres to watch when we have premieres and stuff. I have family members that help build sets on, like, if we rent out a warehouse to build sets, they're there helping us build them, or they're, helping us with craft services, or they're, running errands for the film, or whatever it is. I do have a close-knit group of family and friends that help with all of these productions.
Well, that's good. So growing up in school, you knew you liked these type of movies, and did you do anything creepy to people?
I didn't really do anything creepy. I would of course, jump out and scare people and stuff like that. We did a lot of like, we would go to like a Halloween store and get masks and costumes, and then we would shoot like backyard movies on a camcorder growing up as kids. And then we'd make everybody watch them, even though they were absolutely brutal,
So how did you come up with this particular movie?
So this is actually a sequel to the film that sort of gave me my start, which was The Wicked One. And that film we shot back in 2016, and then we released 2017, and it sort of blew up. We had a sold-out world premiere of 600 people.
Wow.
The film sold out on its first pressing of physical media on day one, so it was completely sold out, all the retailers. And then people started like cosplaying as this character in different countries, and So people, for whatever reason, resonated with this character. I think because it's a throwback to those classics, the Michael and the Jason, and it doesn't try to reinvent the wheel. That original film didn't, and we just wanted to pay tribute to the films that we loved growing up and we watched. So that's what that first one was. And then with the response the way it was, there was just no hard decision about what we should do with a sequel. So we definitely wanted to do a follow-up on it.
Nice. So what type of reviews are you expecting? Are you expecting this to blow up and be bigger than the first one, or what do you think? Are you nervous?
Well, I try not to pay attention to reviews.
Okay.
I look at them, but there's some people that review stuff just to crap on it, just to
Right.
To hate on it.
Yeah.
So it's like if it's someone who looks at it and gives an honest review and their constructive criticism and stuff like that, I like that. But I don't like people that get on there and like, this is garbage, stuff like that. And I'm just like, this is an independent film. It's a low budget film. We're not trying to be Hollywood. I wish we had the money to make something on that level, but that's not what this is. But I hope people like it. The people that have seen it seem to think that it improves on its predecessor. So I guess that's a good thing. I hope that people continue to think that and think it's a step up from the original film we did.
Wow. Give us a quick little synopsis about the movie.
So basically, in this film, the survivors of the second film go back to where all of this happened, the town where all of the horrific things happened 10 years prior, because their son is in a band and has a gig. So we're dealing with sort of fresh blood in their children, but we're also dealing with her unresolved trauma and her unresolved issues relating to what she went through. Add to that, we sort of take what the Wicked One, that character, did, and then we tried to say, how does that kind of violence inspire other violence?
Right.
So we tried to put that under a microscope to say all of that happened, and then you have these young people that are sort of inspired by that violence to go off on their own crazy sort of spree of crime and killing and all of that stuff.
Wow. Woo! It's going to be so juicy. Can't wait. Okay, so how can people get to see this movie?
So it releases on digital September the 13th, and I think it should be on all digital platforms, your Vudu, your Tubi, and Amazon and stuff like that. So you'll be able to watch it from home on September 13th. And then right now, our physical media, if you're into that, we have a special edition Blu-ray with all kinds of special features and a look behind the making of the film and stuff like that, up for pre-order on Amazon and Best Buy and Walmart. And then that and the DVD releases November the 8th, I think it is, in stores and to order online.
Okay, cool. So you guys, the information is scrolling right down at the bottom here. I mean, this is like a movie that you don't want to miss if you like horror movies, especially, it's just in time because, Halloween is close by too. Crawl up get the whole packet of movies and just go through the beginning to the end and see where the old characters come back and kind of relive what the gory stuff that they went through in the first movies. So it's pretty cool. So, Mr. Jones, what type of advice can you give to someone who's trying to be where you are right
now? What I always tell people is that if you want to do something, you do whatever it takes to make it happen. Don't accept no for an answer. These films, if you're working on this level, on an independent level, are not easy to make. There's never enough funds. There's never enough help. But if you accept no as an answer, then you'll never make it. So just keep going at it and do whatever it takes to deliver that finished product. And once you deliver that first finished product, people will start to support you and to back you and say, okay, we can hitch our wagon to this horse because they're gonna deliver for us. So that would be my advice.
So sort of like seeing is believing type thing with people.
I think so. Yeah.
Wow. So going back to the movie,
Mm-hmm.
when you did the original casting, how did you come up with the characters that you have?
Some of the characters that I have, some of them are from actually here in Kentucky. Others are from different states and stuff. But I think we have a pretty solid group of cast and pretty relatable characters. You know, our characters are flawed. They're dealing with real life issues. They're dealing with real life situations. And it's almost, I actually told someone this earlier, it's almost like these characters, the villainous characters, the killer characters, the horror characters, are metaphors for the things that they're trying to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
So you literally have these issues that are figuratively and realistically killing them. And it's just cool, I think, to see how they overcome that and conquer their monsters.
Wow. So did COVID hinder the shooting at all?
So we shot the end of 2019, and then the pandemic happened at the beginning of 2020. So that was a hard year of editing to get the film done. And then, of course, we premiered it at the end of 2020. So obviously COVID played a huge part in trying to put together a premiere and stuff.
Wow. But we're here. You got it going. Yep. And it's ready to come out, ready for people to purchase and look at and view and all that kind of cool stuff. So, wow. I'm so glad that you were able to take time out your busy schedule to kind of hang out with me here and hung out a little bit with all my craziness that's going on over here today.
That's
But I would hope that you would stay in touch. Befriend me here on Instagram, and I would love to follow. I love horror movies, so I would love to follow you and support you any way I can on my end. Also, I was supposed to ask you, how do you choose your scores for the movie? Your music scores.
My music scores?
Mm-hmm.
So I worked with a composer on this film whose name is Rocky Gray. And Rocky was actually a member of the band Evanescence. I don't know if people remember Evanescence. But he was a part of that band, and he's just a super talented guy, having been in a major band and worked in rock and roll and stuff like that. Man, he's just an awesome composer, and I could literally say, Rocky, this is what I'm envisioning for this, and he could bring it to life. So Rocky is who I worked with on this film and with several other films I've done.
Nice. Well, I'm excited for you. I'm excited to see where you go from here. You know, it's like you got a great jump start, and you're rolling. You hot.
Yeah, I'm trying.
You're doing a good job. You're doing a great job. So, well, anyway, I'm going to let you go, but I want to thank you again for being on the show. I mean, this meant a lot to me for you to break up your day and just come hang out with me for a little while. I appreciate
Absolutely.
that.
I appreciate you having me.
Well, you know where to go. Tori, tell them how to get in touch with you and find the movies again for us.
Okay. You can follow me. I'm on Instagram at official Tory Jones. I'm on Facebook at official Tory Jones, and then our website, jonestownfilms.com. And you can stay up to date with all of our projects we've done and all that we have coming down the pipeline.
Sounds good. SKST Radio, everyone. Follow Tory. Look at those good, scary movies. Woo! I can't wait. Okay, guys, have a good one. My lunch break is over. I got to go. Bye, y'all.
You're watching SK.